My dad stared right through me at Sunday dinner and said, "You're a total doormat. Look at your sister. She pays our bills." I asked, "And the money I send you every month?" He shrugged. "What money?" A few months later, that lie collapsed in front of everyone who'd been clapping for it. I'm 32, the oldest, and I've been a Marine since I was 19. I'm the steady one who fixes problems quietly and calls it helping. My dad loves a story where he's still in charge. My sister loves a story where she's the hero. The money started as favors, 200 for breaks and a few hundred for property tax. Then it became autopay into a family emergency account my mom opened. I didn't ask who else had access because I trusted them. That was the trap. Emergency turned into a lifestyle. For 8 years, my transfers held their house up. Rent, utilities, roof, my mom's dental bill, and just one more crisis text. My statement started showing upgrades that didn't smell like survival. My sister would FaceTime from home and tilt the camera so the new marble backsplash accidentally showed. Then my statement would hit, home improvement, 3 installments. I kept wondering, am I paying bills or funding a performance? At a barbecue, my uncle joked, "Your sister's a saint. She pays for everything," and everyone nodded. My sister squeezed my arm. "Don't make a scene," she whispered. On leave, a waiter asked her to keep the card on file. It was the joint card with my name on it. My dad didn't blink once. Dad called me a doormat, and the room went razor quiet. I opened my banking app and turned the screen toward them. "Rent," I said, tapping the transfer that kept their lights on. "Utilities," I added, and my mother's jaw tightened. "Roof," I said next, watching my sister stare at her phone. Mom crossed her arms and said, "We didn't ask you." "You did," I said. "You just hate the word ask." Dad's chair scraped back as I slid the spreadsheet between us. My dad pointed his fork at me. "Don't accuse your sister." I kept my voice even. "Then where did the money go?" My sister swallowed hard while I scrolled to her deposits. Right after, the house card, salon, boutique, weekend cabin. "Get out," Dad snapped, but my numbers were already on the table. "I'm not a bank," I said. "I'm your son, and I'm done." I canceled the joint card and killed autopay that night. If they needed help, they'd send the bill and ask directly. If anyone claimed my sister paid for everything, help stops for a year. Dad laughed, but I was already closing the gate. The first of the month, my mom called at 7:12 a.m. "Mortgage is due. Send the statement," I said. "I don't report to you." "Then you don't get my money," I said, and ended the call. An hour later, the statement showed up. I paid it anyway, because needs are needs. That's when I realized peace was just truth on a payment plan. My sister came to my apartment looking wrecked and small. No makeup, messy bun, that old sweatshirt. "I'm sorry," she said. I asked the question I'd been choking on for years. "Why let me look stupid?" She stared at the floor. "Mom said don't tell you. Dad said it's private." Then people praised me and it felt good. Then she added, "I didn't think you kept track." I laughed once. "I'm a Marine, we keep track." I handed her a plan. 50 a week, missed payments roll. Pay early and it shrinks. "This isn't punishment," I told her. "It's a pattern change." She nodded like it hurt. "I'll tell people the truth." "Good," I said. "Shame thrives in secrets. I'm not carrying yours anymore." The truth finally hit daylight at my grandma's birthday dinner. My uncle lifted his glass and started, "To your sister, the one who—" "Quick correction," I cut in, calm and flat. "For 8 years I paid the bills. She took credit. That ends now." Forks froze. My dad turned a color I didn't know existed. My grandma looked at me and smiled. "You finally grew a spine." A little while after that, my dad called me himself not to yell, to ask. "Mortgage is due," he said, voice tight. "Send the statement," I answered. A long pause then. "I shouldn't have called you a doormat." "You shouldn't have," I said. "But you did, so we do different now." That Sunday, we sat at the same table with a budget and a highlighter. Mortgage, utilities, PT, dog shots, wants in orange, wishful thinking in red. My dad tried to joke, then swallowed it. My sister walked in and slid $50 on the table without a word. No hugs, no perfect apologies, but the lying stopped being free. Here's my line in the sand. I'll show up with receipts and kindness, but I won't fund a lie. The money I earn is the money I choose, I told them. So what would you do? Cut them off or keep paying just to keep the peace?